And if things start, happening, it's okay. It's not the worst podcast we probably would have still put out. Remember? That one podcast we had half no audio.
Zero audio. Hey, but you...
Way better than negative audio, though, right? Like, at least we were at baseline.
But Jake, you gotta bring your mic down. Hey.
Hey, dude.
I know you can't handle all that.
Tech responsibility.
David's man.
And content.
Let's see. All right, we're gonna go on YouTube real quick. We're just gonna make sure that we got some. Switch account, dude. I don't want to switch my account, bro.
How about update your account?
We got 5 subscribers. You.
What
Let's
episode
see.
number is
View
this
channel.
for 118 West?
Ep2.
F2? Was it under a previous affiliation before?
The clip I was thinking
We've
of,
just
Jake,
never put it together.
I think I may have sent it to you on
And so we've
Instagram.
always had issues, and then
What do
finally.
you mean? I've tuned in like multiple times.
Well, we've
Those
had a
didn't
bunch
count?
of like
I
trial
know,
ones.
but
Okay.
dude, the camera shut off midway.
Okay.
We did half an episode without sound.
Okay.
So a bunch of those we hid, but guess what? Here we go. We're going into the main view, bro. What's up?
What's up?
Hey, hey.
Welcome.
Hey.
How's everyone
Maybe a
doing?
little bit later we'll go cut and tweak it a little bit. So that way it feels like it's a little bit
Off
Off-centered?
center.
towards
Yeah.
me, yeah, huh?
Maybe. But you are the star,
Yeah.
That's true.
Give people what they
In my world, I am.
of course. Center.
So what's up, Chad? This is Chad.
Should we introduce ourselves if we have new listeners?
No.
No.
No. They'll figure it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Dude, I sent this to my group chat of 14 people, so
I need to send it out too. Real quick.
most of them are East Coasters and Midwesterners. So
Yeah.
but there's a few out here. A couple of them are in Vegas right now. One's in Zion. So they're all kind of all over the place. So
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You never know what could happen.
Yeah.
This could be our
Yeah.
biggest viewership night yet.
Well, thanks for having me on. Enjoying to be here.
Thanks for joining,
There
Chad.
we go.
The couch is full. We got
Yeah.
4 people.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
haven't done all 4. And we've
In a
checked. Did we test to make sure all 4 mics work?
We did.
Feels
Okay.
very
Yeah.
balanced. Very
I listened
2
on
and
the
2.
headphones. They sounded good.
Yeah. This is.
But maybe not all together when we're all speaking.
The new mics are pretty sick.
Yeah. Game changer.
They sound very good.
And it is with 4. I think this is great to have 4 people, but you have to challenge yourself to not talk over
Each
other people, because it's super easy for everyone to just get excited and start going, and then I think it's like word salad. And
Listen, when I
potentially-
gotta talk, I gotta talk.
Yeah, dude.
All
right.
Stopping me.
Sometimes
Yeah.
they can't wait.
Yeah, it's sometimes I do be talking like that.
Well,
I'm still trying to send out links. So welcome to the 118 West show, our second episode, where we talk about human-powered adventures in Southern California, amongst other things. Basically, whatever we're
We need
into.
we need a better tagline than that. That's tough, huh?
yeah.
Human-powered adventures.
No
You
vehicle
workshop
powered
it.
adventures
I
Not
would
vehicle.
with
say-
humans.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah. That's like the tangential stuff, but
Okay.
mostly.
We're trying
I feel
to
like, listen, if we're gonna be talking about skiing, it's gonna be mostly backcountry skiing, West Coast backcountry skiing, and surfing, just regular surfing, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Backcountry surfing.
Backcountry surfing, yeah.
Out in the state parks,
We don't want to talk about that place. At the city beaches, actually, we're big city folk.
All right. Well, so what have you guys been up to this past week?
We finished a fishing trip.
Yep.
We went out to Tanner Bank and lived like some dirty fishermen for 2 days and
2 nights on a boat,
2 nights.
Tonight is so sick.
rocking and a rolling.
Where is Tanner Bank?
100 and
Like 100
plus
miles up. Jake, pull it up maybe.
Tanner
100
Bay.
plus
On the
miles
iPad.
offshore outside of San Clemente It's almost a Cortez Bank.
Is that technically in Mexico or still the United States?
You know,
International waters, bro.
international,
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, we learned a new poker game called Knock Poker, and it's
Yeah.
very chill for like traveling. When you like you don't use chips and stuff. You can just have a pot, so you're all in each time, and you throw out the cards, right? So you deal out the cards. Everybody gets 5, and then you basically, when it's your turn, you can draw one from the main pile, or you can draw one from the discard pile, and then you discard one, right? And you discard one face up, so you can draw one off of the top of it. And then so you go around doing that to build your good hand. Once you have a hand that you're happy with, you knock, and then everybody else gets to draw one more time until they get to you, and then you show them, and then whoever wins wins.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time
Do you,
killer.
do you want to
Okay.
maybe try that for instead of a low ball
Let's see
one
here.
time?
Possibly.
Yes.
Jake,
Down.
you got.
That'd
I
be
think you
interesting.
got to move the iPad horizontally. You know what I mean?
I see.
There we go.
Oh, Tanner Bank. So there we
Okay.
were, way out there.
So you said how far off San Clemente Island?
I know it was like 110 miles offshore.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how far off San Clemente Island? I don't know.
And what is special about that area in the fishing?
It's a high point.
Okay.
Oh, dude, it comes from like thousands of feet of water there, like very deep water, up to like 100 feet or 50
Yeah.
feet of water.
Okay.
Like a
so-
mountain range underneath the water.
Mhm.
And so that just, there was, I mean, we were catching tuna in the same places we were catching rockfish and halibut.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
There were people were catching fish all day, every day.
That's
It's crazy.
incredible. And is there
Except
like,
for me.
Well, you did.
You
I caught one
fish,
fish
yeah,
right off the
Yeah.
bat. But
Yeah.
then, dude, catching one fish right off the bat and then not catching a fish for the whole rest of the trip is a rough way to live.
While
did end
everyone
with
that's
the rockfish,
blowing up.
though.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
well, people are there's 90 bluefin were caught on the boat, dude, and I didn't catch one.
75.
All right, whatever.
you did not catch a bluefin?
No.
Yeah.
What fish did you
But David also, he did give it a try. But if I'm going to criticize, his hooks weren't the same hooks that everybody else was using. And he didn't
I
wanna
gave up and I
use-
tried fishing bait, and I should
Oh,
never
really?
have done that. I should have just gone and taken a nap. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gave up, dude. I
Wait,
need.
what's the genesis of your? I mean, I agree with you in my limited fishing experience, but what's the genesis of your anti-bait fishing?
The trip of Terry.
Sticky.
The trip of Terry, because it's more effective. I never get skunked when I fish artificials. I've gotten skunked every trip that I've fished bait. I've never caught a good fish on bait.
But aren't
You
you,
know,
complaining
this
about this trip getting skunked on artificials, or no?
No, I caught a yellowtail.
We caught a yellowtail.
Oh, okay.
And then he also caught rockfish as well.
I see.
Yes, and I caught a rockfish, but I didn't catch a tuna.
So how was
No.
the yellowtail? You bagged that first, like right away.
Right away, dude.
Yeah,
like,
within,
like within like 5 casts, like
Yeah.
10 casts. The
I
first
think
10 casts
by the
of the
time,
trip.
like 30 minutes of us fishing on the spot, David might have been the second or third person to bring a fish to the boat.
Excellent.
I was like, yeah, this is fucking it. It's on, dude.
Yeah.
We got 2 days of limits. There's yellowtail here.
Yeah.
And then didn't catch a fish for 2 more days.
Tanner Bank, is that?
Hey, hit the can you hit the layer so we can see the
Yeah.
contour?
Yeah.
Is that as far as you've been offshore in
Yeah.
a fishing
Yeah.
boat?
Yeah.
Same. For sure.
It's about as far as they go.
Wait, so hold on. I know we were talking about this, but how deep? You said this, Ryan. How deep is it at Tanner Bank?
It gets to, I think 60 feet is the shallowest point.
Isn't that wild, Chad?
Is this Google Earth right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, Google Maps.
I think most of the
60
time.
feet to the shallowest point.
Yeah, I think most of the time we
100
were
miles
fishing
out at
on
sea.
like, what did I tell you? It was like
Isn't there
six
some waves out there?
6
that's formed
fathoms or
like
10
that?
fathoms or
There's
something.
this place called Cortez Bank that's
Yes.
pretty close to, relatively close to Tanner Bank, that I think is like a big wave.
Yeah.
So if you
spot.
look at some of the other,
That gets as shallow as like 20, I think.
if you look at some of the other elevations, is that the other spots you would fish? Is where
Yeah,
it like
there-
Yep.
ascends up like that?
There's a
That's
butterfly bank. There's a mackerel bank. There's all these banks out there.
A lot of them are. Like a lot of these high points that you would see, you could probably find fish. There's like probably fish lurking in those areas.
They like structure, right? Like
Yeah,
things that are like
things that are just
existing in
going
the
up.
water.
What about that channel above San Nicolas Island to the north and to the west right there that goes in between that plateau.
It's probably
In between
whales
those
in the
two.
channel.
Yeah, see that channel that's coming through there?
That's I don't know how deep is it. I have no idea. You know.
It's super deep right there, and then it forms up right.
We can consult some of the charts that I found rummaging around, and we can get back to our listeners
Yeah.
with exact depth readings.
But it is pretty fascinating. Like just going out there, like we on our main day, so we left on Tuesday. What was it, 9:00? Slept all night, driving out there. Woke up, and we couldn't see land, and we didn't see land until our way back the next day, when we finally saw San Clemente and Catalina. It was pretty funny. We were like, which way would we even swim if we
Dude.
fell in?
I got so seasick too for my first time. It was miserable.
You hate to hear, that
You hate to hear it.
I do not like being on boats,
Yeah.
and that is one of the reasons. I don't think I get seasick, but I could make no guarantees on a boat trip that long.
Did you bring any like medications?
No,
to be
because
able to
it had
limit
never happened to me
any of
before.
that?
No, it never happened to
What do
me.
you typically
that
take? A
severe.
Benadryl or a Dramamine or what do you?
Dramamine,
Ginger.
I think.
Ginger?
And ginger. Yeah, Ryan hooked it up with a bunch of ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ginger actually seems to be a pretty effective way of fighting off
Yeah.
seasickness.
Don't they make like little physical things that you
I
can
don't
wear
think those
to
things work.
do anything? Yeah.
Mythbusters proved them wrong.
I remember a long time ago, when Scott was first working on the boats at Lifeguard, he swore me to secrecy, but he requested a bunch of Dramamine throughout his first week because he was getting seasick on the boat. Sorry, Scott, I'm exposing
Eventually,
secrets right now.
eventually, you just get used. Your body just adapts, probably, right?
I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Your body's an amazing thing.
You know, you remember
It was
Nick,
crazy.
You give it a
swaying.
quarter.
Our
You give it a
friend
quart of
Nick.
liquor each night. It adapts.
Nick used to get so seasick. I don't think he ever rode on boats, or he would avoid it. He
Who?
would Gear Coop Nick.
Oh.
He would throw up while surfing, sitting on a board out in the lineup, like moving around, and he would
yeah.
throw up.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I had a
crazy.
buddy that we would go snorkel or like spearfish, and he would, from just like swimming out there, get seasick and throw up,
Yeah.
and just like while we're skin diving, spearfishing.
I should say this too. Nick was a ripping good surfer. So it was wild to see him like yakking off a board and then turn around and rip into a wave and like, throw a air reverse.
Yeah.
But that is a crazy amount to be sick, to have that happen when you're being on a board.
And it sucks too being seasick on a boat that far out, because there ain't nothing that's gonna change.
No, you're kind of like
you're out there.
Yeah, we weren't going back anytime soon.
No, it was not.
Well, dude, I
option.
think I just pushed myself too hard earlier during like the night before, not sleeping that much, and then
Mhm.
I fished my little heart out there.
Dude, we fished so hard on Wednesday. We got to the point where the captain was telling us there was like more bluefin, and we would be groaning to go outside, like, and go fish. Like,
Hey, Ryan caught a 60 pounder,
Yeah.
right?
60-pound bluefin?
yeah,
Yeah.
55, 60.
the biggest of the boat, right?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
How was hooking that piece? Throw down the play-by-play. What happened?
That was intense.
Okay.
That was intense.
Okay.
The
Fly
longest
lining
fight
it. Yeah.
of your life, fishing.
Oh,
fight?
easily. Yeah. Biggest fish I've ever caught in my life, for sure.
Did you have a long gap before you hooked that one, or you just coming off like another one, or what? Was
I kind of caught a couple small ones,
Okay.
smaller bluefins, right before.
Okay.
But yeah, it had been maybe like 45 minutes to an hour since I had hooked up another one. And when this one hit, it was like it just went off running. And it took so much line. And I probably fought it for 45 minutes. I did laps around the boat, having to like tell people, like, I'm going under you, I'm going under. We're over. And it was so stressful. And yeah, man. At one point I brought it to the boat, I saw it, and then it ran away, and I thought for sure I was gonna lose it.
Yeah.
like, oh no, this is
Can you break their line? Can they break your line?
easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
People were losing fish left and right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say more often than not they break.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's teeth. There's teeth involved.
What's a higher likelihood? Not getting baby back ribs at the smoking ribs, or losing a tuna?
I lost 100% of the tuna that bit my hook this trip. So.
What
does
about
that answer
is
you?
it once you land or not once you land a tuna? Once you like hook a tuna though, and you're fighting with it for a little bit, are the odds of landing it?
Yeah, then
decently
it goes
high?
way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once
As
you've been
long as your
fighting it
knots
for
are
a while-
good.
Yeah.
As long as your knots are good. But it's also like very, I think, you don't want to pull too hard. If the fish is running, let it run kind of thing. Like if you pull on your knots and that thing is pulling hard on the knots, it's just going to break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to kind of like let the thing run, and you have a drag set, and it was a battle.
Have you been deep sea fishing before, Chad?
No, never been deep sea fishing. No.
Do you have aspirations to deep sea
I think it'd be
fish?
sweet. Yeah, I think it'd be really rad. But I mean, also the day boat ride and seasickness seems unappealing.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
would say so. It's definitely it's committing. Like once you're there, you're kind of
Committed.
committed. So
And then it's also like you have to fish ready to go.
yeah. So you had it out. The line was running. You were kind of like circling the boat.
Yeah.
You're like starting to bring it in at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So finally, it was a long battle, but I fought that thing around the boat, and
Let's put on some mildly cool surfing videos.
eventually
Jake, while
I
we're
got it to
listening
the
this.
bow. I was like fighting it on the bow, and the deckhand was like, "Don't move. Like leave it here. We're gonna kill it right here." And within like 10-15 minutes of that, it still sucked. I was so exhausted. I could barely stand. Like it was intense.
How do you bring it aboard?
Oh, we should probably
They
turn the
gaff it.
volume down on the
So they have, like, a
TV, I guess.
long
I guess you can turn it
bamboo.
on there, huh?
With a hook, like a giant hook, and they'll run that thing down, and as the thing gets really close to the boat, they'll hook it really hard, and that thing will grab a piece of the meat, and then they'll
Bring it aboard.
bring it up board ashore
You
or on the boat.
were you going crazy when you brought
Yeah,
it on?
when it landed, when he hooked it, I could see that it was like, oh, it's heavy, like, and it's on the bow, so it's like, that's an extra 10, or 5 feet, other than if you were in the stern, where it's like just a quick hop over the gunny.
Dude, a 60-pound tuna. I'm so jelly. Good job.
Yeah.
I would love to catch a fish like that.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
They were like, carry it, pick it up, and I was like, oh fuck, like trying to lift it. Like my rod's on the deck, just like, they're like, you shouldn't do that.
I think the HDMI froze, Jake.
We're experiencing some technical difficulties.
Maybe unplug it and plug it back in.
It's okay. This isn't even being broadcast.
Bottom line, though, it was well worth the price of the ticket, the experience, and the time out there was pretty cool. And everyone was stoked in catching fish. 75 bluefin, 10 yellowtail, and 2 dozen rockfish
Yeah.
at least.
Hold on, we gotta turn down the volume. Should we just leave the volume so we can hear what's going on, maybe, huh? What do you think?
No, turn it off. It's distracting for me. Well, we're the beneficiaries, Ryan, of you and Davies.
Yep.
I also walked away with some yellowtail from Davey. Thank you.
You know what'd be nice is like a little 10-second buffer rewind here, so when we're watching this, we could be like, oh, remember that? Look at that one right there.
Yeah.
For next time, I'll do it.
Mason.
So fishing trip success.
Yep.
Yep.
That was
Very
your
much so. Would definitely categorize that as a success.
last week. This isn't something that I've done this past week, but I encourage anyone watching this to try and find a dark sky in the next week to see a once in a 80,000 year comet. Comet
Yeah.
that is gracing our night skies right now.
Do we know what it's called?
It's called like Comet Atlas Toshusian or something like that. I don't know. It was only discovered last year. But you can see it for like another week, I think, in the southwest sky right after sunset.
Boom. Did
I s-
anyone catch the aurora borealis?
No, I'm so
No.
bummed.
No.
I thought I saw a little pink haze
Do
on
you
our
think it
sky.
was light pollution, or do you think it was the aurora? Did you see,
knows?
Chad, that it came here?
No.
You could see it from LA or
Really?
Orange County, San Diego.
No way.
Yeah, it came all the way.
What night?
What
like
was it?
3 nights ago.
It was
4 nights ago?
Thursday. It was Thursday.
Okay,
Almost a week ago. Yeah.
Isn't that insane? People were seeing it in Mexico, Texas, all over.
I saw photos on the
Ah.
internet. Yeah.
I'm so bummed that I didn't get
V-land.
to see it. But that just means that there'll have to be at some point an aurora viewing trip that's
Yeah.
One
taken.
at some point.
I
some
definitely
ski
wanna-
some northern ski destination at some point.
I've tried multiple times now.
Yeah.
They're a little bit elusive, which makes it all the harder to have it have happened like right here and not seen it.
Yeah.
Our Swedish friend too said that it was really hard to see the northern lights in the wintertime because it was always so stormy. It's hard to get a clear night with the northern lights going.
Yeah.
I caught some northern lights up in New York this summer, where Woodstock.
Indica
was.
sativa.
That was sick. It was me, Spongy.
Oh, I think I remember you talking about this,
Yeah.
seeing them.
Yep. Yeah, I was there, and I was in.
Staying
my-
at your like godparents, or no? There's just
No, at the Fish show, the last night of the Fish concert at
at
Woodstock.
the show.
Well, after
Oh.
the show, like at like 2 a.m. So yeah, I was in the campground, and everyone started screaming at like 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, got out of the Land Cruiser to tell them to shut the f up, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, what is going on here? And yeah, the entire Earth was like pink and green and everything. It was
Wow.
so neat.
We should probably tell our viewer if you're at a fish show and this happened in the middle of the night, this could be a religious experience. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seeing
Possibly.
the aurora.
Yeah.
I think one of our friends had a religious experience at a concert when when SpaceX launched a rocket, and he like lost his mind. I think a lot of the people did. Like, what is going on? That'd be pretty cool. Almost as cool, probably cooler, but a Chinese fire lantern at a fish show was
Ooh.
pretty cool.
I have.
Some people, we don't know who.
Yeah.
Yeah,
might
they
have
were
set
close
them
to
off.
us.
Yeah.
Um,
It was our show neighbors.
yeah, launched them, and
Shh.
I can get my hands on another one at some point. I would like to do that again if it's wet and safe,
Yeah.
of course.
I think those people might be around still. So
Yeah.
if you need
I know
one,
them. They're good
If
guys.
you need one, I think I know. I think they might be around. But not sure.
This
All
looks
right.
like such a fun wave.
Where's this at?
North Shore. I'm pretty sure this is V-land.
How's that crowd look for
What's
you?
the other one? They surf. There's another one that they surf here all the time. That's in the. There's a contest there a lot.
I've done that.
No.
You know what
It's
I
a
mean?
high
Haleiwa.
level of
Haleiwa.
surfing happening
Yeah.
too.
It's very
Uh,
strange to go out into an area by yourself.
Haleiwa's out of the
versus
harbor,
with,
though.
Versus with a friend.
This is
With a friend, you feel much more.
Preferably
definitely
a
looks
Hawaiian
like
friend at a place
seven
like
mile
this.
Yeah.
7 Miracle
That's why it was
Mile
nice to go out
area.
with Curran. He knew everybody. He was surfing with his dog, you know.
I guess
Everyone
Haleiwa's
was like,
in
"You
that
with the dog?"
technically.
And I was like,
It's at the bottom.
Yeah, right. That's just what the wave looks like. I don't know about. I'm not looking at the surroundings. Where's this at, Jake? Does it say?
What about Chad? Did you go surf here when you were there?
Where, Hawaii?
V-land?
No, where is
Cami
that?
land?
Mm-mm.
V Town.
V-land is
V-town is what
north
it
of
says?
Sunset.
Okay.
I think Ryan's right.
A little bit north of it. Kind of like right when the town starts getting a little bit more jungle.
Yeah.
That's when there's like a little road, a little walk path. And this wave is super fun, and it can hold really big, as you can see. And
That could be you, Chad. Logging it.
dude, this guy's ripping.
That guy is ripping. He's about to get
good for
shacked.
this guy.
One of my gnarliest wipeouts was here.
Really?
Yeah, I got like pinned against like a big table where I like was down and it just slammed me up against it.
Rock or reef?
Reef. And I like cut my ribs up. I saw Andy White right afterwards, and like my ankle was shredded. My ribs were all bruised and cut up.
We're here.
I mean, if this is VLAND, which I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it is. Or V
Yeah, that's where it was.
those
VLAND.
synonymous.
Velzy.
I've never I've never been to Hawaii before.
Dude, surfing in Hawaii is amazing. It is
It's
so
upcoming.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so fishing trip.
Yep. Chad just got back from Hawaii.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we did cover that. I think 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit, but
What else?
Um,
air show. Air show bust.
Air show bust, dude. But you know what though? It was sweet not going to the beach and staying outside and watching them bank into the
I
fog.
think that's the only place you could see them was not at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool watching them go into the fog.
We got a little glimpse on Friday, the only day that the Jets actually
Jake,
flew.
can we pause this if we're
Yeah.
not going to be
Yeah,
talking about it? It's a little distracting.
I agree.
It's too good, huh?
Too good.
Yeah, so air show bust. I think the third year in a row that it's been not so awesome.
Yeah, because last year it rained out, huh?
Last year it rained. The year before, oil spill.
Oil spilled.
COVID.
I got active
Previous.
on the Pacific Air Show Instagram page with complaints this year.
Did you?
Sure.
I started lighting them up.
Saying like,
Here, I have a problem with this. They make the show. First of all, I should preface this. I love air shows. So
Yeah.
if an air show angers me, I have a pretty high tolerance, I think. But they don't post a schedule for this air show online, and they hide it behind. I know it sounds like a low tolerance thing, but they hide it behind an email like paywall thing that you have to like sign up for their newsletter to get a fucking schedule for an
Wait a
air
minute,
show.
it's a paywall?
No,
for
you
a
don't have to pay
schedule?
for it. You have to pay with your email address and
yeah,
then they
your
spam
data.
you.
You gotta give them your data.
I've done it in years past
Just
to
give
get.
them a spam email. You don't have a fictitious
It's a principle
email
of the
for this?
it's a principle of the matter, Chad.
Yeah.
And they have all their marketing saying we like to keep it.
Free.
A lot of people they say. We know a lot of people like to fly by the seat of their pants in the air show and not know what's coming next. And I don't think that's true.
No.
I think
Yeah.
most people want to know
Yeah.
when the
schedule.
sick jets are coming,
Yep.
when the BS acts are there, so you can take a piss break or go
Yep.
get water. So I think it's a big hide to try and grab emails. And the Pacific Air Show, if anyone is associated with this that's watching this is an air show that's going downhill in my opinion.
You should protest.
I don't know how to do that yet,
Wait,
but
Show up to
well, I
City
did.
Hall.
I didn't go to any of the days except for Friday.
You should go to them still so you can enjoy them, but just carry signs.
Yeah.
And say I'm protesting.
For next year.
Yeah,
I'm protesting.
if it even goes on next year, who knows? what
No
could happen.
email.
I do think
For
that
oil.
the,
We want a schedule.
Blue Angels
We
are better
want
than
schedule.
the Thunderbirds as far as like show finishers. Blue Angels are the top. Thunderbirds tier 2.
Yeah.
Really?
So why
Really?
can't Huntington get the Blue Angels?
Yeah, why can't they get the Blue Angels?
They did this year.
No.
No.
Oh, it was
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds.
They haven't
But
had
last
the Blue
year-
Angels
It's
for like
always
4
Thunderbirds.
years. No, they
Yeah.
with Blue Angels and Thunderbirds one year.
Do you think the
is what I'm
snowbirds are
saying.
underrated?
No, I think the Blue Angels are underrated. They're the top, and
Yeah.
they don't get enough. They don't get enough.
I thought they
top-tier
trade
rep.
off every other year.
No, and in the beginning there was one year where they had the Snowbirds, the Thunderbirds,
Oh,
and the Blue
The
Angels.
Snowbirds were awesome,
And that was
yeah.
sick.
Was that 2021?
I think it was even before that.
Okay.
I'm about the snowbirds.
Yeah, the Canadian Air Force, correct? Yeah, those are super cool.
But to get all three,
yeah,
so now if it's just the Thunderbirds,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
yeah, going down. Yep.
You're going
It's-
downhill,
We're
guys.
going somewhere.
And we have so much military presence.
Yeah.
Presence.
We need.
We need
To be
more.
fair, too, I think this might be a hard sell with the Coastal Commission, but they should be doing live fire stuff out in the ocean.
You know, it
They
wouldn't
should
be too
strafe
much
a barge
Yeah.
to
or
ask is to just build a decoy out there and make it a whole thing.
sink a new reef. for a
Vegas
bunch
does
of
it.
Animals.
We
would,
can do
would that
it.
win your vote if
Oh,
this
they came
election
back with
season?
live fire.
If somebody was like, and you know what, Pacific Air Show,
We're bringing live
Live
fire.
and like if it was a state
We're
senator,
sinking a boat.
state senator for like some crazy party that you've never
A
heard
whole
of,
yacht.
and guess what? And that's his little two
you
sentence
imagine?
thing under his name.
That'd be
Yes.
your entire election slogan.
Your platform.
would be live fire at the HP Air Show. That's the only thing I care
Hey.
about. All funds going to this.
I'm thinking.
That would be awesome, man.
I'm thinking even a little bit bigger, Chad. If I was running for office, I
Ooh.
would vote for. I would not vote for. I would shepherd in. I'd really rein in our military presence overseas and really concentrate on domestic air shows all across this great nation. The regularity of which would really skyrocket compared to what we currently have.
So you want to do displays of force and
Yes.
show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If I was a
Definitely.
billionaire secretly peddling dark money into political influence, what I would definitely direct it towards is getting live fire shows
Air shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
at the fucking air show.
I know, right? That would be insane.
I had an interesting experience
bomb
though.
dropped?
I just
At an air show.
A small nuclear weapon.
yeah.
Oh, dude, like just
Do you
lighting up a
imagine?
barge with like
Straight-
a small warhead.
Can you imagine like an A-10 Warthog coming in and just like
Just having Blackhawks fly over you.
you'd really want
Coast
to make
Guard
sure
guys.
that whoever was in those planes was like really
They could even fire
Get it.
blanks.
What about
They could fire
wait,
blanks.
what about a little Civil War reenactment that came by too? You know,
Ooh, yeah.
I do have a little story about
And
Blackhawks.
that's
recently.
the one we blow up.
let's hear it. A Black Hawk
I
story.
know it's an
Yeah.
I know it's an air show, but
So when I was in Hawaii, I took a helicopter ride over Oahu, and we flew over Pearl Harbor and stuff. You have to get like clearance to go. So like our guy's like on the radio. He's like, "Hey, can we go?" And they're like, "Sure." So we're like circling around like the boats, really close. And these two Blackhawks take off below us, and they're like they're like kind of like maneuvering like below us, and we're open air or open door helicopter.
Uh-huh.
So you can like see these Blackhawks kind of like circling around and stuff, and then they kind of like almost like get to our height, and it was so creepy, like seeing like being in another aircraft and like seeing that across the way from you,
Oh.
being like,
And they were just
oh,
strapped.
we're so done, we're so done.
Were they
So,
interested in you?
No, I mean like they were not interested in us at all.
Okay.
They
Just doing a little flyby.
I think the term was bugged out. They
Yeah.
bugged out,
Hell yeah.
when they saw our Rainbow Hawaiian Tour helicopter. I don't think they were threatened.
Have you ridden in a helicopter before,
I have
Ryan?
not. It's.
Have-
I would love to.
Me too. Have you, Davey?
no, I'm not that into it.
I nearly had a helicopter rescue.
Was
Have you
that-
been in a helicopter?
No, I would really like to. Yeah, it's high on my list.
Yeah.
Of, even, I mean, I would love to like heli ski, but just helicopter riding, I think, would be outrageously fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really
Dipping
cool.
in low into
Yeah.
like mountains.
That was my second time ever in a helicopter. I took this one time when I was in Alaska. I took a sea float plane, which was easily like the coolest flight experience ever because we landed on like a high mountain lake that was like,
That'd be so cool.
No one had ever been there before,
Yeah.
It was just a wild experience. But yeah, chopper time. That was really cool seeing those Blackhawks like kind of like eye to eye, being like, oh, dude, we're.
Bet you just even being in a helicopter is really cool.
Yeah. Like we were all very quiet, and our pilot was very like vocal. He's like, "Why are you guys so quiet? Like, what's going on?" And we're all like, you know,
Well.
because like we're circling around the island of Hawaii. You know, like it's like jaw dropping. So
Yeah.
it's neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I would love to get a helicopter ride in, or hopefully multiples at some point in the
Yeah.
future.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
A fun Hawaii trip though, backpacking experience would to do the oh gosh, what is the mountain range called? But it's like the spine of Oahu,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go from like the south and you go all the way north. You'll have to stash food unless you want to carry, I guess.
Are you talking
Uh,
about that hike that's called Stairway to Heaven? That's like closed off now, but it has like these old rickety wooden stairs. It looks crazy that you climb into the clouds for.
So Stairway to Heaven is a
Jake, we should maybe put Google Earth on there.
it is
You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think it's the Ko'olaus. Yeah. So that's that whole mountain range right there from that bottom spine. So all the way from Waikiki. That on the east side, you can see it, the shadow. That's like a straight up wall. So Waimanalo, it is like low and then there's a straight wall. But you can hike that spine, walk that spine all the way from down south all the way to the North Shore.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
And I think that'd be a pretty fun spine to go up. As soon as you go north too, you could probably forage. Like there's fruit trees all over the place up there. You'd be surprised what you could find. Avocados, mangoes, even mountain apples.
I think I'd bring my own food still.
but you know,
I would enjoy some
a banana. You found a
some
banana.
wild fruit snacks. Yeah.
Why not, right?
Wild fruit snacks like candy, or wild
Yeah.
fruit snacks like actual fruit.
Ooh, I found a wild fruit roll up over here. This is great.
Preferably the first one if I could find
Wild
it.
fruit
But the
snacks.
second one would do it.
Dude, I found these fruit snacks.
These gushers are shade ground.
Are those free range gummy bears?
It's that Maui Wowie gummy.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Dude, Hawaii's top of mind. Hopefully 2026, 90 days in Hawaii. So that'll be sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Whoa, what do you
should.
what how are you doing that?
So Tiffany and I were gonna kind of like do like small like moves each summer, I think. So this coming summer we're gonna do either 60 or 90 days in Tahoe. Get a place there from like April to June. And then the next year, maybe do the 90 days in Hawaii for that. So I don't know, just kind of living like fucking, you know,
Why not?
Hey, you know what?
vagabonds.
2026 there is a total solar eclipse in northern
Wait,
Spain.
Spain. Oh
Yeah.
yes, we are game.
August-
we are game.
August 12th.
Yeah, we are
We're-
definitely game.
I think we're going to do Europe for a long extended period, probably for a month to 2
Okay.
months.
What month is that?
August.
Oh, perfect. I'll be back.
Unfortunately, it is one of the shorter periods of totality, but it'll still be cool.
How long is totality for that?
Like a minute and 40 seconds. I
What
think, at the
was
longest.
totality at the one when you guys went to Texas?
Like 4.
4.
David and I disagreed on this, and David was proven right, I think, by video evidence. But
And then what about the one when you guys went to Washington?
we went to Oregon.
Oh, sorry.
Who
and it was
knows?
like
The Oregon Mountains.
it was like 3 something.
Okay,
maybe.
so still you
Uh,
guys got bangers back to back.
Dude, was the one that we just watched 4? I don't think it was 4 minutes.
Yeah, because if we would have driven a little bit farther in, it would have been
Uh,
420.
That's right. That's right.
So path of totality, Spain.
Spain, yeah.
Yeah.
Mid August of 2026.
Like what part of Spain? We gotta look
Northern
at-
Spain, I
wanna
think.
look-
North
wanna
Spain.
wanna pull up the path?
Yeah, good call. Should just download this now.
So
Should
hard
be
for me to
Google.
try to make a plan like that.
You just got to commit from far in advance and then
And think
be
of it.
singularly focused on it.
Aren't you living in my house after you get done with your June season for 3 months?
Possibly.
Chill.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I'm around.
Yeah. If you're not,
Will you
okay.
try and stay up in? So
I
Ryan
mean-
works as a ski patroller up in the mountains.
Yeah, I
Will you
might
try and stay
do.
up there this year?
Possibly. We'll see what kind of work is available. But I might also try the yachting. We're going to do a little experimenting in November, 3 weeks.
Will
See
you
if I
are you
like
gonna
it.
work
Yeah,
for
day
this?
working.
Okay.
I'll do 3 weeks of day work on Jade's boat, and we'll see if I like it. If I like it, then I maybe will try a season. You know, do like a little break from lifeguards down here and make some money, live on a boat, don't pay rent to anyone.
Don't give a fuck.
You know what I'm saying? And then come back after maybe a season or 2. Who knows?
Are you excited for winter season to come
I'm
up?
so excited. That's why I've been actually loving this gray weather. Like, I've been kind of liking the cold change.
Are you over summer?
I just feel like I got enough sun for the year this summer. I was quite the solar panel. And I don't know if I really need any more sun.
Okay, here.
Let's go to Greenland, dude.
Greenland sucks, dude.
Iceland. No,
Northern Lights.
I would love to go to Iceland.
Not in August.
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
Okay, so
first of all,
there you
northern
go.
Spain seems way chiller to be with. Look at Bilbao's just in it. Oh, hold on.
Do you want to go
Gotta
in the
go.
northern part in the North Sea, or do you want to go in the southern part in the Mediterranean?
I want to go to the north.
You want to go to the north?
Yeah, I want to be on the coast and see it. I want to try to surf maybe during it.
Why
even.
not do? There's obviously no surf in the Mediterranean inside that sea.
It can if there's a hurricane, but
No.
not likely.
Yeah.
And it could be windsurf.
So you want to surf during the eclipse?
I mean, if that was a possibility, that would
Yeah.
be so sick.
That I'll not to belabor this point with the air show, but the best air shows in the past, when it used to be good, there was also good surf during them. I don't know what they've done recently to make the surf not great during the air show.
They've been influencing a lot, dude.
Yeah, but the best air shows, it was firing surf, like hot, sunny,
Yeah, we were surfing during them.
surfing in fun waves
Mm-hmm.
with multiple sick jets from different branches of the military flying overhead.
Pacific Air
No
Show.
oil spills, no rain, no fog, no cloud-seeded fog.
Make air shows great again.
Yeah, this what's happening
MAGA.
with
Yeah, dude.
the
I
recent air show is.
Nazca.
Anyways,
Since
Chad, it would be
2021,
awesome if you
I would
guys
agree.
come to the 2026 eclipse.
There you go. Let's do it.
Yeah, we don't have to decide on the particulars of Spain in this very moment, but
It looks like there's some mountains in that area, in the northern area
yeah,
by
like in
Old
here.
Video.
It doesn't look flat, that's for sure.
Yeah,
dang it.
that would be cool.
Yeah, I agree. I will say that. So now, having seen 2 eclipses in my life, this last one that we saw was far inferior to the first one.
You want to be in mountainous terrain,
I think
correct?
mountainous terrain would be sicker,
Without a lot of light.
and then
You're
like
gonna
some
be out toward the ocean right there. There's probably not a lot of development.
some things were out of our control, like the like bad weather,
Yeah.
which made it a little dicey. But I do think it would be sicker to be like in an open space, preferably up, maybe even up a little bit
Yeah.
with vista.
Have any of you ever been to Europe?
No.
No.
Nope.
Me neither.
Yeah, I really want to go.
That would be cool.
That place sucks.
I think
No, I would like to go to Europe.
Yeah.
We're gonna do an extended trip for this trip. with
Where
the
else?
girls.
Where else on the is on the docket?
I think we would maybe, I don't know, maybe go to some of the bigger cities. Maybe go to maybe land in England and then
Mhm.
travel down there. But then I think we would just spend like 2 or 3 weeks just in Spain, probably chilling out, surfing, seeing what it's like to live in Spain.
Yeah.
Like with having the girls, I wouldn't want to travel, like be like trying to go all over.
Yeah.
I
How
could
wild would it be to be on this island?
I know. That would be really
Ibiza.
cool.
Is that Ibiza?
Ibiza's down lower.
Yeah, this one, where the path is, going right through it.
Palma.
Oh, that's not Ibiza, but
No.
it's in there.
It's close.
Yeah. Palma.
It's northern, older, more
Wait a minute.
responsible island.
Wait a minute. That's Mallorca.
That's I guess. where America is.
Whoa. Yeah, Mallorca.
Yeah.
Mallorca.
There's climbing there.
I know. Some deep water soloing.
Yeah.
That's where I think what's her name, Mike's, Francesca's parents go to with their
It's a
trailer.
vacation.
Oh,
An Italian
Mallorca?
vacation.
Yeah,
Dude, are we thinking Palma or we want to go to the northern part of Spain?
I'm probably gonna go to the northern part of Spain. I think for ease.
And so
We'll
it just
see. We'll have to
stops
do-
right there, or does
Yeah,
it continue down?
Probably be a good
think it
view at
stops.
Palma. That'd be sick.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think we should keep the conversation going. We should, because there's multiple factors that go into good eclipse viewing. You also want like historical good weather patterns. Like
Yep.
you should check like what
That's
weather
true.
is like at that time of year. Maybe
Yeah.
in August it'll be fine.
The mountains would be really cool in the
Totally.
northern part. I think that would be.
Yeah, but
Do you
this
think there'll
last
be-
time though, I learned that it almost doesn't matter though. It's kind of a crapshoot. Texas was like
True.
supposed to be a bang up choice for us.
Well, but that time of year, April
Yeah, yeah.
is rough. I think in a lot of places, like Texas was hopefully a better bet than like other areas.
Yeah,
But April is still like, could be stormy. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
you
want
never know.
the clear, historically
August, the
clear
northern
skies is better.
hemisphere, it's pretty good
Should be
chance.
good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
Future
what else
eclipse.
do we have here? Future upcoming trips. We have Refugio coming up next week. Pretty excited about it.
I'd like to not talk about. Let's
Okay.
not hype it. Like I feel like we can talk about it in quick reference, but I don't want to hype that up too much.
All right, we're gonna queue up a highlight video of surfing at Refugio right now.
Here we go.
I don't hype it up too much,
I'll
but
turn
here's
it
some
off.
hype videos.
Well, you know what I mean though. Like I feel like it's not worth like not saying it, but then at the same time, I think that we should not be like, oh, this. Same with Jake,
Oh,
Fourth Lake.
dude, after, I mean, yeah, we shouldn't hype up that particular spot, but Big Pine has already jumped the
Dude, I see
chart,
it
dude.
left and right on
Is
my
that
Big
crazy?
Pine is
Although I bet
Yeah,
on
on
non-Labor
another
Day,
level.
algorithm.
I bet non-Labor Day though, I bet it's much nicer than that.
Left
Yeah.
and right on my algorithm.
but it's just too.
I'm
yeah.
going up maybe this weekend. So
Really?
yeah,
To
we're gonna
go
try to
hike
get some whatever you want to call it, first come first serve, camping out of like what is it, Sage?
Flat or something.
Yeah,
whatever.
Sage Flat campgrounds. Have you guys camped there before?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
But I bet I mean, it's right. It's like the next campground down the hill. I'm
Mhm.
sure it'll be sick.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just going mainly for the first come first serve, and then we want to see what else, because we did want to be near water.
There's a stream that runs right by that whole thing.
Yeah.
I bet you'll.
Yeah, we could, the trail at the end of the little loop that we were at, you could walk down to that campground.
Okay. So if it's busy, I'll let you guys know. We'll see, but
I'm sure by now it won't be that busy. I bet it's gonna be really.
campground's all full. Like you can't reserve one if you
That's
wanted
crazy,
to. Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
we're doing first come.
dude. It's so cool though how much wilderness they've preserved in California through that whole Sierra section.
Thank you,
That-
LA Water District.
That
That funny
area-
picture of
Question
Kira.
mark.
that area though is it'll never be the same. I don't think
Yeah,
it's
No.
just been blown up by.
Well, it might fall out of favor.
Maybe I think it's too beautiful,
But-
too picturesque.
yeah, but I mean, it's not like that place was like totally hidden. There had been times when
True.
we've gone and backpacked there where people were parking along the road into the backpacking
Yeah.
lot. You know what I mean?
I've never
And-
seen it like the crowds that we experienced on that hike were like nothing I've ever seen in anywhere in the backcountry before. I don't
Yeah,
think.
Yeah.
it was like a highway of
Yeah.
people.
It was insane.
Just
It was like
ants-
Yosemite.
Just ants marching, just like one after another
Yeah.
after another.
You know how normally when you're hiking, if you're faster than somebody, it's pretty easy. Like they'll either stop for you and pull over so you can pass them, or vice versa. There's so many people on the trail that it almost didn't make sense to ever stop and pull over because you're just like, dude, you're just gonna cut in line to the next group of people walking.
Yeah.
You know,
The only other time I would say we've experienced that was Yosemite going down
Half Dome.
when we went down that falls,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure Yosemite Valley feels more crowded than
the Mist Falls. or
Yeah.
whatever that
I
is.
mean,
It
Yosemite
does.
Valley. That's like the
But
worst.
that's like Disney. Yosemite's like
Yeah.
Disneyland.
Disneyland.
yeah.
Big Pine.
is
There's
not
like
supposed
there's a
to be.
lake where we hiked to Second Lake, and there's a very small beach there that could probably fit like 20 people,
Mhm.
and it'd be tight. And I think there was like 30 people. Like
I wonder how
at
many
that
more
little
people
beach.
though went up past that.
probably not nearly. That was David's point, I think.
Yeah.
Probably
That's a
not.
major
But don't
cutoff.
go up there. There's nothing.
Yeah,
worth
there's
it.
not that cool up the way. I think most people stop at Second Lake. That's where the cool photo is.
Hey,
Yeah, you get
let's
the-
talk about, dude. We should talk about weather and work out our climate predictions for the winter.
Our winter.
Yeah, and how we're gonna do the board and stuff. You know, and like how we can track it, what bets we're gonna make on it.
Yeah.
Sure. Chad, we're open to
predictions?
suggestions if you have any, but we're going to prognosticate wildly on what we think
That
this winter
that
is going
means
to be like.
guess.
Like how much
For
rain.
s- for surf, for snow,
Anything.
What?
Surf, snow, rain here locally. How
I
much
think
rain?
mostly snow,
Aren't you
right?
going to
Like,
a NOAA conference? Didn't you say?
I'm going to a NOAA webinar. I snuck in to a NOAA webinar.
You guys want to gamble with this person who's sneaking into NOAA?
I haven't
events?
sat through it yet.
he hasn't sat through it yet.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. No, yeah, tomorrow at 8 a.m.
And that's mainstream weather. That's like the.
Yeah, dude. You can't.
Wait,
believe
so
it.
wait,
This
what's
is no Wonderground.
what's the weather that you and Ryan were basing your winter predict or the site that you and Ryan were basing your predictions off
Dude,
of?
I just walk outside, look at the clouds, and get a feeling. You know.
Howard-
My-
that rainbow phoenix that you saw.
Mine's
That
more
was
of
a
a
sign.
gut. Mine's more of a gut feeling.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be light.
All right.
Yeah.
Light winter.
We'll start here, Davey. What's your winter snowfall prediction? Are you going to get granular? Or are you going to say average, above average, below?
I'm gonna say like slightly below average.
Yeah, throw
So
in
like
an
what?
I
I'll
think you
say
need
like
an inch count.
what, like 300 inches, right? Because
At
like
Mammoth
what?
Main Lodge,
Yeah, 350 is like an average winter in Mammoth, right? When you say
probably. Yeah.
so, I'll say 300 with most, and
Well, listeners should comment if we're wrong.
we'll come back to. I mean, so I think we should pick it, and then we got to figure out a way to like visualize it and track it and
Yeah.
reference it.
Like a physical representation, maybe on the wall here.
Yeah.
We could start with the whiteboard, but
Yeah,
it would be
maybe-
cooler to have like a sicker way to like visualize it.
Mm-hmm. Like sand.
Ooh, oh yeah, like a running total. Like it
Yeah.
would change as we
You
go.
just do
know?
like a marking, and it can be in like centimeters per feet.
Because like
Ooh.
I think it's
Maybe
going to be a mild, below average winter, with most of it coming early.
Should we have like a dunce cap? And if you're the furthest away at the time of the taping, you have to wear like a
No,
certain
A penalty.
cap.
What'd you say?
you'll
300?
you'll just have it,
301.
you'll just have it expressed on your face.
All right. So you say how many inches, JV?
300.
300.
What about a lot of rain locally, storms local, or
This is what I think David and Ryan the other day were claiming, that we were going to have a lot of atmospheric rivers.
ARs, yeah.
a lot of
Down-
Down
ARs and
ARs that are
SoCal?
down low. That
I'm
they
just
said.
wondering. We haven't
SoCal
really
sliders.
seen a
Yep.
fall like this in like I don't really remember a fall like this.
I know, me neither.
So it's kind of interesting to wonder what a winter comes after this. It's starting off pretty cold in the fall.
Cold and dreary.
Yeah, it hasn't been.
But it's not even cold. It's just mild, though, you know? Like,
It's not
Yeah.
hot though.
It's 72, 74 almost
This
every
has
day.
been one of the coldest Octobers I've ever.
It just feels cold because normally it should be like 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should feel
Almost
It should be
like
like the
another
nicest time of
beach-
year.
yeah.
September and October.
And
here.
they weren't. Labor Day weekend was, but
And
then
we got to have a down year,
we
right?
we
have
got
a-
a few in late September, but not much.
We're gonna go camping at a place that shall remain nameless. Yeah, I think they're experiencing great weather this weekend. 75.
Yeah. I bet it'll feel a little
Beauty.
bit cooler than that, though, you know?
But I bet you by the time we get there, it'll be raining and. No, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
beautiful.
It's going to be good. All right. So, what's your prediction, Ryan?
I think it'll be a little bit above average. I'm gonna stay positive and optimistic. I think it will have a little bit of an early kick and we'll have some hype, but we'll settle, and then Feb will come in again and we'll have a magical February and March.
This guy doesn't know anything.
What's your guess for total snowfall?
At Mammoth, Maine.
Look up
Let's
Mammoth, the average.
415.
415.
Oh,
Why not just go
banger.
420 at that
Banger.
point?
420.
Year.
420.
Okay.
420.
Banger year.
Yeah.
420 is a pretty
Yeah.
big year.
Anything over
420.
4 is great.
When I
You heard
worked
it
at
here
a ski
first.
resort in Tahoe, they were very proud of claiming that they got 420 inches of snow annually, and I don't think it was based in any sort of fact. I think if they got less snow than that, they would claim 420. If they got more, they would also claim 420.
Mamma Mia only got 6.5.
What about you, Chad? What do you? What is your prediction?
I think we're gonna get some early season storms that aren't gonna amount to much.
An average of 400 each year. Okay, so 420 is above average. 300 is a pretty weak year.
This says
I
344.
think it's gonna be like a pretty like I want to say like atypical year, like
Okay,
maybe
that
like
seems more real.
kind of starting off slow, some like maybe some early season hype storms, but not really enough to materialize. Kind of a dry-ish like December, and then really not really start cranking till the new year. But I think January and February will fill out nice. Yeah, I think the season will probably go to like June or so in Mammoth. Looking at probably like 380. So maybe a little bit less than average. But we're gonna get some monsters. We're gonna get like at least 1 6-footer and maybe like another 8 to 10 foot like banger
Yeah.
that we are known for. So
Let's
can't wait to have one of those come in.
You say 380?
Yeah, 380's my
And what did you say, Davey?
my spot.
300.
300?
Dude, so pessimistic.
I'm gonna say.
We
But it
gotta have.
depends,
It's been too good for too
It
long.
depends. Could you imagine just like 100 inches of base building and then 3 to 4 inches daily for the whole year? That'd be an incredible year versus like, well, you get like 3 or 4 storms of 6 feet and then that's kind of it.
Isn't that how Utah is? Isn't that how the intercontinental is?
Yeah, you get the trickle, especially the Tetons. You get the Teton trickle. 3 to 5 up high constantly, just because
It
you get
just
the
doesn't
moisture
ever
funnel.
stop, right?
You get like same thing with mammoth, right? And that's why mammoth is known to either hold snow longer because at higher elevation, but you have that really like crazy draw coming in from the Sierra right there that's funneling in everything to go right over top of Mammoth from the west crest.
What's that valley on the backside?
Yo Mama's house.
Yeah, what is
oh
the
shit! How did I forget?
Yo
San
Mama's
Joaquin.
butt
what's
crack.
what's the valley on the backside like leading into Mammoth that like funnels all the snow there?
It's
right?
The San Joaquin.
San
San
Joaquin. That's
Joaquin,
right. Yeah.
yeah.
San Joaquin.
That's what makes Mammoth so special, aside from its high
Well, that's the
elevation.
ridge, right?
Well, there's
Ooh,
a
look
the
at that
val- that's
23.
The San Joaquin, I think it's a valley. There's a river, and then there's San Joaquin Ridge too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
overlooking the San Joaquin
Look at
Valley.
this.
Valley's right below
dude,
that.
look at
Okay.
22, 23. That's 715.
See, look, dude, we've had some bad years in 21,
bangers.
22, 23.
Yeah, but those weren't terribly bad years. Those were like
23 was not bad.
here's where the really bad years were.
16
176 in
Yeah.
14, 15. That's not good.
That's the worst year ever.
The other ones are
And-
9, 10 was great.
And
Yeah.
that year was off of a banger.
Remember
El
9,
Nino.
10,
Remember
and
how
10,
nice that
11.
winter
Those
was?
two
Like,
winters
What?
were so
surfing wise
epic.
in 14.
Those were
15.
so
yeah,
good.
yeah. But that was crazy
16,
though. That was
17
such
was
a
also
bad
a great
winter
year.
because
I
that summer
remember we
was so
skied a
good.
lot
But
that year
I can
together.
totally understand that because the
So you-
winter was nice.
I'm gonna say
I remember surfing a lot that winter.
326,
320.
slightly below average is my
Okay.
prediction.
Okay.
Interesting.
About a couple feet below average.
I
bet.
mean, we were just barely above average last year.
All right, so I
Yeah.
think what we need to do then is, and we don't need to be in a rush because it's not going to snow for a little bit. We'll make up a board where we'll put all of our things, and then we'll track it as the year comes by, and we'll see who's
totally. I think it is snowing right now, but it's snowing in the very Pacific Northwest and Canada, not here.
La Nina, the bitch is back.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of rain.
Are we
possibly.
in a La Nina or El Nino phase this
La
year?
Nina.
La
It's
Nina.
official.
Is it a
Hey.
strong, a mild, a weak? Like
I'll let you know tomorrow after the webinar, Chad.
fair.
After this, I'm going to go to Stater Brothers and get a little Arizona and
Okay.
candy action.
Ooh,
Just throwing that out there.
baby.
We've been doing this for an
Do you think
hour.
it's time
so.
to maybe press pause?
Yeah, we could
Or
take.
segment. What's the last one?
What's the,
Do
You got
we want
anything?
to look at any clips?
oh yeah,
got a couple
we did
lined up.
line
Oh, we have a
clips.
gear. Oh, I have a good gear mention.
Okay. Oh, we could.
Oh,
do,
yeah,
we
perfect,
could do
yeah.
gear mentions
Let's
first.
do it. Let's do the clip real quick though, since we just
Okay.
talked about it. Then we'll do the
We
gear
got.
gear talk. I like gear talk.
So we've
I
got.
think you might have to show, put these on the screen, Davey.
Are
Right.
you ready?
Yeah.
No, is this you, Jake?
No, this is not me. This is. I haven't seen this yet, so it'd be cool to watch with you guys. I just heard about it. It's a 60-foot front flip at the Red Bull Rampage.
This
Just
contest is
recently.
so crazy.
Do you know about this contest?
I have seen clips of this where people are doing massive airs down really tiny spines and building stuff, and if they fall, like they're very
They're
far,
down.
like hundreds of feet
Yeah.
down,
I think
like rocky
getting, like,
terrain.
Absolutely, crazily injured.
Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, there's
Yep.
not much hope.
here we go.
That's the thing about these like mountain bikes.
We have no volume, but I bet you it's sick. Oh, this,
Nice.
Stuck it. Here we go. Oh, we chose the low road. Interesting.
oof.
Now, is there any desire
No,
to do this?
no.
I'm too old, dude.
Oh, that would have hurt.
Ryan, not only is there no desire to do this, there's no desire to do anything that's like 1,000 levels lower than this. I've done
Well-
very rudimentary mountain biking, and am terrible at it, and I wreck going down like the equivalent of like a blue trail.
What about
Like
a
at
green
Mammoth.
trail? What about doing the fire road from El Moro down?
It's not that fun. I've done it.
Oh, it's not fun.
No. Maybe if I had a sicker bike, but on a gravel bike, it sucked.
Oh, on a gravel bike, yeah.
I was not into it. And yeah, it's just too risky.
Do we get to see the above video?
I don't know. This one doesn't have it, but I can find it.
Wow, that was pretty sick. I mean, I would definitely
GoPro.
see myself, just totally slamming that.
All right, let's go,
On the side of
let's
the
just go to the
mountain.
next clip. We've
Okay.
seen it. I think we need to start breezing through here because
I just found this one. This is from I presume a flight that happened yesterday was uploaded a day ago.
Okay. Let's see.
A wingsuit flight off of the diving board off Half Dome, which is very illegal.
Very.
A little bit of
A little bit of ice, huh?
snow.
No,
We
that's
sat
white
on that.
granite. No, that's white granite, Jake.
Do you remember sitting on that diving board, Ryan? Crawling out on it?
Yeah. Wow.
Look at those icicles. Just
Look at that ice fall.
I know.
Look out below.
There he
I
goes.
think that guy. I think he just slipped. I don't think he meant to jump.
Yeah, I think.
How insane is that? Buzzing the face of Half Dome.
Now, so a ranger is looking up and being like, "We gotta catch this asshole."
They're on the radio.
Yeah. Oh, big time.
And then you also have a car down there, like a landing point, and like rendezvous people to scoop you up, cut your chute quick,
Look at that ridge.
and get in the. That would be the. That's called the
The-
porcelain wall. Actually,
Okay.
is the rock formation. There are some climbing routes there, but it's hard to get to. So it's that kind of like turret looking piece. It's called the porcelain wall. Kevin Worrall put up a ton of routes.
I
there.
can't believe he's going
in
over
the
this
90s.
knuckle.
Him and like this guy.
No,
Scott
look how
Burke.
low he is on those trees. So.
Dude, it's a good thing he was wearing this wingsuit when he slipped off that diving board.
I know.
That
Right?
guy that crashed that plane over the Southern Sierra and
Yeah.
happened to have a parachute
He
on.
just jumped out.
Yeah, no, I think to answer your question, Ryan, if you do this in Yosemite, I think half the battle is not just surviving the actual wingsuit, is like getting away from like authorities after the fact
You'll get thrown in the Yosemite jail, for sure.
and have all your
It's a
equipment
federal jail.
taken.
Yikes.
Yep.
Wonder what kind of criminals are locked up
A-
there.
AKA the John Muir Inn.
All right. What about
That's the name.
what's your gear suggest, Chad?
Oh, dude, I got a new
Let's
piece
pull
of
it
gear
up on the thing. On
off
the
of
iPad.
Facebook Marketplace today. A $35 score.
Nice.
A surf rack for my e-bike. So
Nice.
I've been cruising down just like a fucking kook with my boogie under my arm or in like my basket in a janky configuration.
Yep.
So getting a surf rack for your bike makes the game so much easier.
Do you feel like a 15-year-old Newport Harbor kid?
I fucking buzz those kids. My
You
e-bike
don't have
goes
as
way
nice.
faster
You don't have
than
as nice
them.
enough. I was gonna say a lot of those kids have like dirt bikes, dude.
Yeah,
The Sarons.
Are you doing wheelies and blowing stop signs?
I'm smoking.
What?
Joeys.
What'd you get? The one on the side?
Yeah, side
Nice.
guy, single mount.
Like this
Side
guy?
hustle.
Something like this?
That's exactly what I got.
Yeah. Way to keep your money local, Chad,
Yep.
in the community rather than Amazon.
Fine on Amazon.
Yeah.
Suck it, Bezos.
Totally.
Suck it. Although we do love Amazon.
It was cool, and the guy actually drove a Land Cruiser, so we talked about Land Cruisers for like half an hour. So it was a good meet,
Nice.
and I hope we're gonna be friends now.
Dude, I'm pumped, Chad, that you are hyped on surfing and that you now have a vehicle to get to the beach with.
I'm just hyped on the water, dude.
Or, yeah, ocean
Yeah.
in general. It's going to be so sick.
Yeah. So it's
We've-
good to have those connects.
I think we haven't been in the ocean that often together.
Yeah.
We've had like limited times.
Hopefully more.
But yeah, a ton going forward.
Hopefully more. I'm gonna go out tomorrow afternoon. I haven't looked at the tide, but I think it's tide's coming in tomorrow afternoon again. I think. It's
Hey,
most
do you
of
want
the
company? I
stuff.
might go down with you if you
Sure.
want.
Great. I love it.
Boom.
Heck yeah.
Bing, bang, boom. Bingo, bango, pickled mango.
Yeah.
Any
I-
other equipment?
That's it, dude. The surf rack. I haven't attached it yet. It's in the garage. I can't wait to play with it when I get home
Heck
and
yeah.
like get set up. I also need a new boogie because mine's a little short.
You should consult Davey for boogie boarding knowledge.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
David might be
Can
your
we
guy.
can we dive into that after the break?
Yeah.
Yes.
What about some skis? Anyone?
I'm
Jake, you getting any new skis?
I
Or
have
you're
a
all
new-
dialed.
Well, I am dialed. I have a pair of skis that are new to me. They're not new. Like I've had them for a while, but they haven't been skied yet. They're not even mounted. They're going to be backcountry skis. Because I broke my favorite pair. Did I tell you I broke the Whalers?
DPSs.
Ah,
Those things are
They were so
light.
good for so
Yeah.
long.
They were so free.
This was a favorite.
Those were so free.
I know, $250.
Pull it up.
I thought it was less. Dude, I thought it was like 150. I thought it was like something like stupid.
The skis that we're talking about that I broke last season are these ones. Davey, can you switch the... Hey, look. Half off on Gear Trade right now.
Dude, those Pure 3s.
Ooh.
Yeah, they've been mounted. Though.
These were really sick skis. Very, very, very light. And surprisingly durable. They
Yeah.
lasted for me for like a decade. And then I finally broke them, like split them in half on a tree this season at Mammoth.
I remember.
That was a big time bummer. But,
Because it was a pretty dry beginning.
Can you pull up the pinks of those, Jake, and the 138s?
yeah.
So I got a pair of these in a 138 about 4 years ago that are still in the plastic, waiting for me to walk again to be mounted to.
No
to
way.
rip. Yeah.
138, huh?
Yeah, they're the pink boats.
They're whalers though, right, Chad?
Yeah. I don't know if they're the whaler configuration or if it. Oh yeah, yes. No, I don't see
Yeah,
those
hold
over
on.
there. I think I might have a different name. Yes, those. The Lotus. Yes, those are in the closet right now.
Those,
Like R. Kelly.
that is a bad. I think R. Kelly's in prison.
$1,700
He's a prison closet now.
Yeah,
Those are sick skis.
yeah. Got them for $600,
Wow.
The steel.
but still, like $600 for skis is a fuck ton of money.
Totally.
Like an insane amount of money.
I feel like that's how much a lot of skis like retail for.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're getting them a discount at that
Yeah.
price.
Is Powderworks light?
Yeah.
So no, those will be sick skis, but that's not the ones that I have. The ones I have are that I'm pretty excited about are made by Solomon, and it's a touring ski. They look like this.
Yeah, these are the ones that I want to get.
Dude, we're going to be
The Echo-
such...
Echo 106s,
QSTs.
the
Yeah.
QSTs.
I have
do
the
have a
QST.
pair.
What length did you grab?
Mine are 181.
181. Good.
Is that the same that you have, Davey?
I
181.
think so. I think we have the exact
Yeah.
same boots and skis.
Nice.
And
Dude,
maybe
if
If you're
bindings.
going for the
Sick.
best, you might end up looking like the rest.
Wait, what boots did you guys get again?
We have the Solomon QST Pros, I think.
And those ones are comfortable.
I think they're super comfortable.
Except for
Um,
the blisters that they put me through, but I feel like that's my own doing.
I think
What was
your
that?
experience though with those was just those were like fresh boots. You hadn't been.
My
skiing
feet
that
were
much.
weak.
Yeah.
My feet were soft.
Sorry, I didn't want to say it, but yeah, weak feet.
Yeah.
But I think once you break them in, like they'll be fine. They're very comfortable. They're the most comfortable resort boot I've ever worn, I think.
But you got a blister from your liner, though.
I got my blister from touring in them.
Wait, we're gonna cue Ryan's endorsement of what's the
Zip
line?
fits.
Zip fits. I want to get those this
The
year.
zip fits, the Corkies.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Zip fits are next level.
Yeah.
Blisters can come from so many things though. Improper fit, moisture management.
Totally.
I mean, like there's so
Yeah.
many factors, right? Like
Too much fabric, not enough.
Did you go to a boot fitter or no?
No, fuck that shit.
I think you
should.
should. If you have problems, you should go to a boot fitter. It'll-
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is my feet were just soft and
Yeah.
weak. Like, because the thing is, like, yeah, I got blisters from touring in them. I didn't have like pain from pressure when I skied in them or anything. It's just like,
the rubbing.
yeah, just from moving in them.
When David and I were David, I have to give him credit. He started skiing before me, but when we were first starting to ski, we didn't know that ski boots could not be painful. We just assumed that they were really painful, or at least I did. And so we skied in terribly fitting boots. Like
No, I
way
learned
too
right away.
narrow.
I had my backcountry boots that were way too narrow and uncomfortable, but then I got those Solomon Park boots that were comfy.
Yeah, but I still remember a day when you were skiing where you were like, "I'm miserable." in
Yeah,
your ski
but that
boots.
was early on though. Once I changed into those
True.
park boots, I was living large.
David was in so much pain that he dropped his ski poles.
Oh yeah, I, like ripped the pull tabs on my liners and trying to get my boots off fast enough so my feet could like breathe.
Dude, I'm at the point in my life where ski boots need to be comfortable.
Totally.
I don't need the extra little bit of performance.
Yeah, I feel the same
That's the
way.
most
We're
important
well,
factor.
but you know
We're
what
old men
though?
now. Like
Yes.
I don't need. I'm not 20-year-olds
Oh.
like fucking ripping around.
All these, but I feel like there's like a new crop of backcountry boots that are much wider and much roomier than they
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
back when we first started getting backcountry ski boots.
A lot of
you know.
102s out there. It used to be like a 98, maybe a 100 laps would be the widest. And now there's the 102s.
I think it's
for
because
a lot of the deal.
touring has exploded in America in the last like decade.
Yeah.
And before then, you were getting like European boot fitting that was coming
the
here. And the
Europeans are so
Euros had
small.
thinner feet.
Dynafit.
Yeah.
So small over there.
Yeah.
I think it's because they don't eat as much protein and they just have smaller feet.
They smoke. I
wear
think
like
it's the
skinnier
nicotine.
clothing. Yeah,
Maybe.
it's something.
I think it's the croissants.
Yeah.
It's they're
The olive
wide
oil.
up here and thin in the feet. So that's the new gear that I'm psyched on.
All right.
Is these skis. What
All
about
right.
either of you?
Either of you?
These are something that I do want to get. I think I want to go. I don't know.
You gonna get the blanks? Weren't you considering those?
I was, but I might just do again like the little bit of whatever you want to call it, where I demo on a
Oh,
powder
yeah.
day.
These are 6 skis. So,
But I think I want to go 189s on the QST 106s. Not do the. I don't know. The Echoes. We'll see. I guess it would be nice to
should-
have those.
You should
too.
only get these if you're gonna be hyped on backcountry.
Yeah,
not
I
ride these
don't-
at the resort.
Yeah, I don't think that would be a good work ski.
No, it would be a terrible work ski.
Yeah, you want something with a little bit more beef, weight,
Yeah.
for sure. You don't want to get racked around, chattered around. You want to be able to cut through all that mash.
All right. What about you, Davey? Any gear that you want me to navigate?
I guess a shout out right now. We're talking about this earlier, dude. I got this this fishing pole setup. It's a Tranks reel, like a big bait caster, and this Graph Tech fishing rod, and the combo casted so well.
Oh, it was beautiful.
I was just casting one. I fucking struggled with my other setup all day long, and then I finally snapped the line and lost the jig, and was like, saw this setup that I'd let Ryan use, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, and I grabbed it, and I started casting with that, and it was just so
This doesn't
sweet.
look like. I'm sure this is not what you're talking about.
No, I think that is.
That
Really?
is, yeah,
That's it. That's the real.
that's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
real.
That it didn't backlash.
I didn't catch a fish, but
The guide
felt good.
The guide was beautiful. You never had to worry about bunching.
Hold on. I don't know any of what does that mean?
the level
guide?
line. It's called like a level line, so it guides the line as you reel it in.
See that
Okay.
little circle thing in the front
Yeah, yeah.
of that
Uh-huh.
thing?
Oh, I see. It just spools it.
So yeah, it just
evenly.
goes back and forth.
Yeah.
On like other open faced reels, they don't have that, so you have to do it with your hand. And if you kind of like forget to do it, you'll get like it won't lay evenly.
What is
Yeah.
something? What does a reel like this cost?
300 maybe.
Okay. What's a more expensive sport to get into, fishing or skiing?
It's
If
fishing.
you don't
I
buy your
think
own boat.
fishing.
Fishing.
Yeah, you gotta
Fishing
pull it up,
because
dude.
it's like one rod and reel won't fish necessarily like for every condition. But
Yeah.
you can buy a ski and boots and ski resorts.
Yeah, but one
Yeah.
ski also won't do.
Won't do, but
Well,
I mean you
everything
can get
will.
by.
Yeah.
Two skis, 2 pairs of skis will do.
You'll
Can
need
you
a
get
few.
by with 2 rods or no? You need way more than that.
No, you can get by with 2.
You can.
So it's pretty
But it's-
comparable.
No, but it's you need to have like lures attached. Like it's like
Are
there's
lures
different.
expensive?
They get expensive,
Yeah.
especially if you lose them. It's like at least $15 you just lost.
Yeah.
Seems like fishing has a lot of disposable items, whereas skiing not as many.
Yeah,
Disposable
you like make a
items.
big investment up front and then
Yeah.
you're good for
And
like
then you
years.
Use all the stuff. But
Yeah.
Lures,
But I mean, I
bait,
paid for a rod and reel. It was nearly $1,000.
Yeah, that's
It was
a
like
lot.
800
No,
bucks.
but also the skis and bindings, that's like 1,500.
and
you know?
clothing. Right?
Yeah.
But you need clothing for fishing too.
Yeah.
Kind of. Don't you
Not
have
really.
like,
You
Really?
can be in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
how many people on that boat were in jeans and a t-shirt?
At least a few.
Aren't most people though wearing like
Waders.
boots and like the
I mean, you're in
waders?
boots. You
Yeah,
need
there's
boots.
some. Yeah,
all
You need
boots.
that
boots.
stuff.
Boots are.
But
pretty
also, you can
crucial.
fish on the kayak though without all that. Kayak's
Yeah.
kind of expensive though.
And you can fish from the shore without all that.
That's true.
But
There's someone fishing on the front of my house right now.
Yeah,
in
dude.
a light up curtain.
It's David.
maybe he's got a big one.
I got a big one.
I bet you do.
It reminds me of that guy in the yellow, like swashbuckling outfit, like the Gordon's fisherman.
Uh-huh.
You know.
All right, you guys.
Okay.
What do we think about?
Let's
We'll pause.
we're
Wrapping
gonna
it
do
up.
we're gonna I guess yeah we'll wrap up the traditional show and then we're gonna come back in a bit
the
for
Cardcast.
Broadcast.
Like and subscribe, DRPW.
Yep.
And
Smash
if you're
that button.
Smash that button.
if you want to see some good racing,
Bam, bam, bam.
come back.
Like and subscribe.
All right.